Okay, it seems it's time to start. First of all, let's check if you hear me well. I want to ask you to open the chat below and please put plus if you hear me well. Okay. So everything seems all right. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So welcome to our webinar dedicated to overcoming supply chain management challenges with a powerful business management software, Acumatica Cloud ERP. My name is Tanya. I will be a moderator of the event today, and I will be responsible for taking care of our chat and your questions that you can also add later to our chat, and we will address them during the Q&A session. For your information, this session is being recorded, and after we finish our webinar, you will receive an email to your addresses with the recording of our webinar, so you can watch it again. So without any further ado, our agenda for today. You see, we are going to cover quite a lot of things, but we will just scratch a surface and we will touch every single challenge you see here listed. And believe me, every challenge you see here deserves a separate webinar and more attention to how you can improve and overcome each specific process. And we will definitely do that in the future. So keep in mind, if you have any questions popping up, feel free to text them in our chat. During the Q&A session, we will come back to them and we will address all the questions. And now we would like to learn more about you, who we have today in our audience. In a moment, you will see a pop-up window on your screens, and we have prepared a few questions to find out who we are having today and who joined us today. Some questions have a single choice. Some questions have multiple choice. So please read carefully. All your answers are anonymous, so no worries about that. We are just interested to learn more about you and get acquainted with you. So let's take a minute to respond to the questions. Okay, I see the first person already voted. Okay, great. Okay, good. Answers are coming. Okay, great. Okay, we have 6 people who have responded. Thank you so much. Okay, nice. We have people from different locations. This is marvelous. Okay, perfect. Let's take 10 more seconds for you to finalize your answers. Okay, I see more answers coming. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you very much for your responses. They are invaluable for us, and it's really great to get to know you better. And of course, let us also introduce ourselves. We are your guide and your partner for business growth. We are an official Acumatica Cloud ERP partner, so we know everything you need in order to overcome your challenges, streamline your operations, and of course, scale and thrive together with the powerful solution in place. And today we are going to showcase how you can do that, how you can achieve all your goals with Acumatica. So without any further ado, I pass the word to our keynote speaker, David. David, the stage is yours.
Oof, sorry, I was muted. Thank you very much, Tanya, and thank you everyone for joining us. My name is David Donkor. I'm the head of sales engineer from AcuPower Limited. And today we will have a brief discussion, as Tanya did mention earlier. We will later dive in step by step, drilling down through each subject that has been listed earlier. So today we will briefly talk about the supply chain management, the challenges that comes with it, and how Acumatica can help you to overcome these challenges. So if we look around us nowadays, we can see a lot of activities is happening, isn't it? And the world itself is really shaking. So as a business owner, or maybe you are just an operational manager, retail and distribution businesses typically have a complex supply chain system, which involves maybe you have like 3 or maybe 4 multiple suppliers from or even more, or maybe you have branches of warehouses in different places. And definitely you will have a logistics or operations that we should take care of all this. But one thing that we should bear in mind is that with all this, sometimes it becomes very hard, or sometimes it's really hard for the company to coordinate all these activities and maintain the visibility across the, all these departments. So the supply chain sometimes can be very, very challenging. So if that's the case, then ERP system is what you need. Or maybe you have multiple ERP system to handle each, department or each branch. Well, at the end of the day, you need an ERP system, that can effectively manage your inventory, that can track all this, to track your shipments and streamline your order in, in a time given frame, like in fulfillment processes. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a preview of how Acumatica has done this, and how it can help your business to be able to have an accurate data when it comes to, let's say, inventory management, and to have a view of how the planning and forecasting of your business is going to be. And maybe if we have enough time, I will also share with you the sales and order management as well. So what I'm going to do is first, I am going to share my screen. Excuse me. Give me a second. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen. And if you can see, you can, hit me up for me to see that everything's clear. And what you are seeing here is beautiful. This is a Acumatica instance that tells you what you are supposed to do on your day-to-day working activities. I logged in from admin section of AcuPower, and therefore I have instances created for me to have a lot of access. This is a role-based ERP. So when you log in, you are going to log in according to the role that has been assigned to you. So if you are a salesperson, you have access to your working parameters, and therefore you won't be able to access other information. What you see here is a daily statistics or maybe monthly statistics telling you what actions you should take. So, for example, I have signed in as, let's say, the CEO of the company, or let's say the operational manager, and I have given this access. What I see here is a beautiful design, but at the same time, a warning colors telling me what actions I should take. So, for instance, I have late orders that I need to take an action on. So how am I going to do that? How do I know I have, such a late orders? Well, the moment you log in, you will be able to see all this. Therefore, indicating you taking action is very necessary. What if, you don't want to see all this? Well, that is not a big deal. You can redesign this. Acumatica has given you the opportunity to rearrange all this according to your business needs or according to your business standard. So at the end of the day, what you are doing is in accordance of your business. So I want to see how many late orders do I have. I will just click to drill down. A new tab will automatically pop up, and then it will show me what late orders, who is responsible. I have access to all this, and therefore taking actions on time is very necessary. It doesn't end there. Now I want to see what's the recent activity of my employees. What did they do? Well, let me say I want to see from the sales perspective, for example. Here I can see customer cases that has been opened, and I can see some cases that has been left behind. Yeah. At the same time, I have access to see what items that have been sold on daily basis. So for instance, if I want to see items that is the top most sold items in my inventory, which we will get there, I would like to show you something. When I click here, I can see the items that have been sold most. And it doesn't end there. I can zoom in. If I want to zoom in to see what items is that, easy to see. So one thing that is unique about Acumatica ERP system, is designed for the workers to be able to do their job effectively. This can be done on the premises of the company. This can be done in the cloud base, and this can be done in a hybrid. Therefore, if you are a business owner and you want to go for Acumatica, you decide how you want to have this ERP run your business. Now let's go back to the dashboard. And here, if access is given to you, you can see all other fields being embedded here. Therefore, you don't need to open multiple tabs to be able to access other departments that you would like to work or you would like to take action on. So, for instance, if let's say this side panel, you want to hide it, you just click here, it will just move away from your way, and therefore you can have a clear picture of what you're supposed to do. And it doesn't end there. Every company from time to time end up by, hiring employees and training them, spending a couple of months for them to get used to the ERP that you're using. So if you're new to this and you want to perform your task, or let's say your manager came to you and said, you know what, I will show you how to do this. You click here, you click there, and then your manager, your supervisor that. As a new employee, sometimes it's quite hard to catch everything. Acumatica knows this, and therefore they want you to work efficient. You can do your work even without consulting your managers several times. When your manager comes and show you something and educates you on, the system recognizes what activity that you performed on your day-to-day basis. Therefore, when you go back to review all this, it becomes easy. But how are you going to do that? When you click on recent tab, here the system shows you what places have you been, and it keeps all records. So even if you don't recall what your supervisor told you, you can still find it and do your job as it's supposed to be. So instead of spending time remembering the codes or remember other alphabets and other things that helps you to get the job done, it's at your fingertips. Therefore, you save time doing your job. What if you want to also look for other alternatives? Sometimes you can remember, but not all of them. Acumatica knows this, and therefore they have embedded a search engine helping you to find what you're looking for. So for example, our presentation or our webinar is about supply chain management. So we're going to talk about distribution now. So how are we going to find this? Well, when you type the word distribution, the moment you start typing, as you can see, let's begin. When you start typing, the system will already start predicting for you. What are you looking for? If you're looking for distribution, the system will start looking for you. Okay, I can sense that you're looking for distribution, and therefore I'll give you the things that is possible according to your role that has been assigned to you. Here, I can see that I can get access to the distribution workflow, and it doesn't end there. It gives me topics on how I can use this. So when I go to help topics, here, okay, unless I select on distribution, then I can show you much more clearly. Yes, when I go to this section, here, the system, we have a preview of how your distribution workflow is going to be like. So for instance, you own a supply chain company and you want to understand how your shipment, how your delivery, what retail store is taking place, how accurate is the data you're receiving, how it's going to work. Well, this is a preview for you to understand from the supplier's point, you have all these tracking at movements from the truck to the warehouse to the replacement section to the retail store and even the customer at all. What about the e-commerce? Well, Acumatica has embedded e-commerce system, therefore allowing you to track from the supplier's point to the warehouse and to the delivery to the customer. You have all these instances that allows you to track this movement. So you can see your workflow on time. And if you see your workflow on time, what do you get in time? Your business group expands. And therefore, you can cut a clear cost of manual work. You can cut a clear cost of paperwork and removing errors from your work activity. So at the end of the day, the distribution workflow that you see in here help us to understand, or it pictures in our mind that if we use Acumatica ERP, this is a similar system that will allows you to be able to see from any other department that you will have in your company. So let's say all this happened in one branch of your company. What if you want to see the same data? You want to see the sales, you want to see the inventory performance, the orders in the branch that is located in another city or located in another country, for example. Well, Acumatica also have it back. When you click on revision, here we have access also to see other departments. So I want to see what is happening in the other branch in a different country, for example. So when I click on other branch and I click home here, it gives me access for me to be able to see what is happening in those places. So I don't need to use other systems to be able to access what is happening in other department of the company. At the end of the day, all this is happening because Acumatica has taken their time to design the program in order for you to stop doing the manual work and in order for you to save time, removing errors and boosting the growth of your company. So even if you are a big size business or you are a small size business or you just a medium sized business, Acumatica is designed to fit all this. And at the end of the day, the growth of your business is the target. And therefore, if you use our ERP, you have access to all things that makes it possible for your business to grow. Now, when I expand the side panel and I go back to the dashboard, let's say you want to see the distribution workflow of your inventory. Well, here you see I have favorites. I have marked all this point. Why? Because I want it to make sure that it's visible for me. You can do the same if you want to use Acumatica to the fullest. Yeah, you have the favorite section here. Items that you use most, you don't need to look for it. You can just highlight on it, and then at the end of the day, you will have it here. So when you start your work and you know that you need to access your CRM workflow, you just click on your CRM workflow, and here you're there. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. So you can have this favorite tab there, helping you to save time at your work. And as you can see, the system is very intuitive. It's designed to make your work environment very productive. Therefore, everything that you have access here give you an instance helping you to do your job very well. We just talked about the distribution workflow, but I also want to show you how other segment of the company of the ERP works. Let's take, for instance, the CRM. The CRM, this is a preview of how the CRM is going to function for you. At the end of the day, if you're a business owner, if you have a company that you want to use the CRM, Acumatica has it designed. Let's look at the preview or the workflow of this. Just picture your business here. You have the leads, and we have the system designed for you to be able to sort out the leads, for you to be able to launch up your campaign. And then the sales uses the leads to create opportunity and for you to gain a new customers. So when we go back to the dashboard, and let's say you want to create a sales order, for example, right? It becomes very easy for you to be able to do that. So at the end of the day, all what we see in here helps you for your work environment becomes friendly. And not just friendly, but it saves your time to boost the growth of your company. So what else do you need in order to improve your business? Well, each business owner knows how to make this decision. But based on this demonstration, our aim here is to show you a preview of how Acumatica can help your business to expand. And doing so, not just to expand, but cutting the cost that embed in the company. So I just click on sales order here. This is a segment that allows you to see all activities that is happening within the sales processes. The sales processes allows you also to schedule sales on time and to give you a feedback of the code that has been created. In other words, what you're saying here is a self-explanatory. Therefore, you don't need a special code to get a report. You don't need a special code to create a daily sales profitability sheet. All this can be created according to your business model. Now, I was talking about the sales and the search engine. I did mention on the earlier that if we want to look for something and we don't remember the name, or we just remember the name, but we don't remember which department it belongs to. So you can just type, let's say, branches. And as I was explaining, there's a topics attached to this, but for some reason, it's not showing. Right, so I have to complete typing, so yeah. So as you can see, after I finish typing the branch, I have topics that has been listed, self-explanatory. All these topics tells me what is meant for, how to use it, and how support cases has been open attached to it. What about documents that has been attached to this segment that I typed or this word that I typed? Well, Acumatica has the documentation segment installed, and therefore all document that has been attached within the ERP, you have access to it. So not just you just looking for the item or you just looking for, let's say, the department, but everything that is attached, when you use this medium, you have access to. Is this not very intuitive system to use? I believe yes. And therefore, if you want to use Acumatica to help your business, to support your supply chain, this is the ERP that can take over. So at the end of the day, if you need more data to analyze your business, Acumatica can help you to design it according to how your business growth is. and therefore it meets your requirement. This is what I wanted to share with you today. And in the near future, we will drill down one by one on these topics. We will go down in depth and explain every segment that today you saw. If you have any questions that you would like to share, if you have any information that you would like us to explain much more, feel free and dive into the comment section and write your question, and I'll be glad to answer. So Tanya, if you have my attention, you can take over.
David, we already have a few questions for you in our chat. So the first question is from Caroline. She asks, does Acumatica support customer portal? David, I'm so sorry, you are on mute.
Yes, Acumatica support customer portal, and therefore it's very easy for you to be able to have your own portfolio within Acumatica ERP. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, David. And there is one more question. Can Acumatica merge with other ERP systems?
Yes, Acumatica can merge with other ERP. And like I said earlier, Acumatica is designed to meet your business needs. It's not designed to restructure everything from scratch for your business. No. So if you have existing ERP and you want Acumatica to design it to merge together so that your business can move its profit, sure, Acumatica can do that according to your business needs.
Okay, and we have one more question. How long does the implementation process take?
Interesting question. Well, implementation process takes place according to how your business plan is. So if your business is a medium-sized business, it can take few months, between 3 to 6 months to do this. If you have a large-sized business, yes, how do you want to design it? Acumatica, at the end of the day, want this ERP to help boost your business. Therefore, we take our time to do our best to catch up by implementation it within the time frame that the company wants to. So, well, we can do this within a time frame, and it comes according to the size of the business.
Okay, thank you, David. Are there any other questions from our audience that we can address? Like for now, we have addressed all three that I see in our chat. Probably there will be no questions coming. So I think we can go on, and I would like to, first of all, get your feedback on the information that you heard that David presented, and your feedback will be invaluable for us. It will, first of all, help us improve our next webinars that we will be preparing for you to make them more informative and more valuable for you. You will see again a pop-up screen on your devices in a second. You should see them now. We have just a few questions for you to get the feedback from you. Also keep in mind, your responses are anonymous, and some questions have a single choice, and one of the questions has a multiple choice, and you can choose which of the challenges you would like to learn more about on our next webinars. So let's take a minute for you to look through the questions and submit your responses. Okay, I see the first answer. Okay, great, thank you. 2 people have submitted. Okay, very well. More than half of our audience has already responded. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you. Your responses are primarily positive, but we definitely will take into account everything you have chosen, and we will be working on improving and providing you more information on our next webinars. And one more point, I would like to leverage the opportunity to introduce ourselves and how we can help you. As I mentioned, we are an Acumatica partner, and we know everything you need to streamline your operations, and we have the expertise you need to grow and scale. Of course, you can ask like a question, can you go to Acumatica directly and ask for a license or for the implementation of the system if you decide to implement one? And Acumatica will direct you to the Acumatica partner like we are, because Acumatica's model is to cooperate with such companies like we do. So that's our scope of responsibility, to provide you the full scale of services, starting from consulting you and choosing the type of Acumatica license you would like to have, and finalizing with the ongoing technical support from our team. And as you saw our certifications, one of them is actually, it stands out. We have the most valuable professional on board. What this means for you, this means that this person is guiding all our Acumatica experts, so you can expect quick solution to all challenges you face or technical issues that come up, and you can expect in-depth knowledge and guidance from our end, of course. We have helped a lot of Acumatica partners and end users with implementation and customization projects. You can read their reviews on g2.com and also on our website, of course. And if you need more time to get to know us better and to learn how we can help you grow and succeed, you can follow us on our social media profiles. All the links will be available in the email that we will be sending you after the webinar is done, together with the recording of our session. And on our website, you can book a call with our team in case you want to get a personalized demonstration. First of all, we will be listening to your needs, your challenges, your worries and concerns. And on this basis, we will be preparing a customized demonstration so we can showcase how specific challenges that you have become solved together with Acumatica Cloud ERP. So I think we have just finalized on time. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you would like to receive a recording of this session to another email address apart from the one you used for the registration for this webinar, please write it in our chat so we can send the recording to the email address you would like to. Thank you for joining. We wish you to have a great day and to thrive and succeed.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.